Drew and I go back a long way. I met Drew when he was at Purdue. He used to come to some Colts games, and I can remember playing golf with Drew at an All-American banquet I'd been there the year before. I came back, I was the speaker, as a 22-year-old rookie to these seniors. And I went up to Purdue to play golf with Drew, and then he came to a couple Colts games. And so always, when you know a guy in college, just like we meet these college quarterbacks, you feel a connection to him. And, obviously, he's just been the ultimate pro, taking care of himself, being in great shape. Credit to him for playing as long as he has at such a high level, change teams, which I know what that's like. That is not easy, going from San Diego to New Orleans, and he's just been just a great model of consistency. And obviously what he and Sean have been able to do together in their, what are they on, 11 years now together, 12 years together now. So I don't think it's a matter of if, it's just a matter of when, and he deserves it, and he's been a great player for a long time. Obviously, never, and I know Drew feels the same way, you never played for individual records of any sorts, and I guess, yards, I would say, I think touchdowns probably has a little more meaning to a quarterback, because it means that you got 6 points, right, and it means you were doing something good for your team. Yards, as you all know, can not necessarily mean winning games. I think Drew's had a couple of big yardage seasons, and maybe they haven't been winning as many games. So I think that can be a little bit misleading. But being a fan of the history of the game, and I was a Brett Favre fan, and the guys that held the touchdown record before Favre, Fran Tarkington, Johnny Unitas, I really enjoyed kind of being a part of the quarterbacks that my dad grew up watching and loved, and so I'm a believer in the history of the game. So, but I think I'm sure Drew will feel the same way when he breaks the touchdown record, which I think he's got to throw a lot this year to break it, but he will get it next year, if not this year. I think touchdowns means you're helping winning games, and when I broke the touchdown record several years ago, it was in a game that we won, and it was helping our team win. So Drew's been the ultimate team player. It's all about helping your team win. I know when he breaks any of these records, it's not going to mean as much to him if the Saints don't win the game that day, and so I know he'll feel the same way, but he certainly deserves it.